Oh yeah, that's the machine. Look at that, it's got bigger tyres than mine. Good afternoon everybody, Calm Biker here. Just about to go into Hull. Maybe I'll go down the 100% road. Oh. I was just recording my second vlog of the day, and I pulled over to check my camera lens before and see if it was covered in flies. After riding down the side of the River Hull, which was like riding through black snow, and left my helmet looking like the inside of a tiny fly abattoir. I recorded 3 vlogs the other day, out for about an hour and a half, riding around in the lovely sunshine. And I got home, took the camera off my helmet and realised that there was an entire wasp stuck right on the lens, with a bit of splattage. And checked back on the video footage, it happened within about 5 minutes of setting off. So my entire 3 vlogs, the sound quality was great, but the picture quality was marred somewhat by 3/4 of the frame being taken up by the black shadow of a wasp backside. So I'm going to have to redo them all. Hey ho! Maybe I'll do them better this time, or maybe I'll just forget what they were altogether. Now, one of them was a response to a video that Jim Payne put out. Jim put out a video saying that he was a bit annoyed with a few bits and pieces. One being utility companies, one being the service he was getting or not getting from GoPro. He's got a problem with his GoPro. Now, he's probably got it all fixed by the time I upload this, because this will be about a month on, no doubt. But he had a problem where the external microphone isn't working anymore. When he plugs in an external mic, it carries on trying to record with the internal microphone, which is not exactly useful for vlogging. If anyone knows what the problem is, please have a word with Jim and help him solve it. So these GoPros are not cheap. So I thought I'd let you know about my service with Drift, which has been quite interesting. Now, in my first impressions of the Ghost S video, I mentioned that I had a problem when I first got it with battery charging. So I bought the Drift, and it comes with a battery. And I bought a spare battery as well, just so I've got one to swap to when my battery gets low. Although the battery life on this is so much better than the HD, it's brilliant. But I had this problem where the first battery just didn't seem to want to charge. I had it on for about 5 hours, I had 1 bar out of the 3 of battery charge. I ended up having it charging for about 8 or 9 hours in total to get 2 bars. In the end I did get it to fill up on that battery, but something's clearly not right. I put my spare battery in, and that one charged up in much less time. I think probably about 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that, and the recharge time on that has been really good. Now, I bought the camera from Action Cameras on the recommendation of certain Mr. Spicy 110. Not for his recommendation particularly, but more for his 10% off voucher. I did try Roadcraft's 10% off voucher, but that didn't work for some reason. Don't know why, Roadcraft Nottingham. But the spicy one worked, so I was happy with that, because these things aren't cheap, and getting 10% off is worthwhile. So my first port of call, when I had this problem with the charging, was to Action Cameras. And I dropped them an email and said, this doesn't seem quite right. And they responded after about a day, and I wasn't particularly impressed with the response. Basically what they said was, this is normal, it'll get better. Well, Action Cameras, it hasn't. To the point where I'm not really using that battery. I've got it with me as a spare, but I don't trust it, and it still takes a huge amount of time to charge up. And as service goes, I think that was pretty poor, just to kind of try and fob me off. The drift manual says it should take 4 hours to charge, so 9 hours plus clearly isn't right. Anyway, so I thought, well, I'm not going to get much out of these people. I could engage with them, but I've got a second port of call, and that's drift. So I went to the old Drift Innovation site, and I put a message on their contact us form. They didn't have an email address, but they had the contact us form where you could explain the problem. I sent that to them, and within about 6 hours it took to reply. I got a reply from Drift, and they said, yes, this is definitely not right. It sounds like you've got a battery problem. Now, they haven't asked me to send the battery back. They haven't asked me to send the camera back. They just said, can you give us your address, please, and the details of where you bought it from and the serial number. So I sent them that. I assumed this was so they could get me organised a return out. And then within about an hour they replied again saying, that's brilliant, thank you very much. We've put a new battery in the post. Hopefully it'll be with you in a few days. Now that's service. They haven't asked for the old battery back, so I'm going to keep that one as an emergency spare, even though I'll probably never use it. They've just accepted there's a problem and said, there you go. We'll send you a new one. So thank you, Drift. That's customer service. That's what will keep me coming back to Drift. I mean, I came back to you for my second camera, not for the service, but because I like the original camera. Fly in my mouth. Get rid of that. Yeah, because I like the shape of the camera more than anything. The fact that it's not obvious on the side of your helmet. Came back to you for the second camera because I like the first one. When whatever comes out next comes out, and it comes around to tax time again, maybe I shall buy that third camera from Drift as well. Certainly so far I've had no reason not to. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know about that. If you've had any similar experiences or worse experiences, let us know about it in the comments or in a reply video. Do like these reply videos. Keeps the community going, doesn't it? But I'll stop there, so thank you for watching. Ride safe, everyone, and I shall talk to you all again soon.